I'm there. I'm late. Okay, we're all late and I haven't even changed my shirt yet for the show. The guests are here, but I'm running very late. William's got some letters for me. Thank you. Remember, William? Stick your head in. Quick. Say hello. Okay, that's enough. Bye, William. First letter tonight, before all the panellists are in. No matter what the slant is that anyone wants to put on it, men have designed the Western world for men. What's wrong with that? Second letter tonight. Please let me know he's making himself at home, isn't he? Hello, William. Yes. Please let me know what the lure is for anyone to class themselves as one of these lowly, base individuals. We're talking about Bogans. I get it. That's why you're here. Never mind. Last letter tonight. My fiancé is a self-confessed sex addict. Very good. That should elicit some very juicy conversation from our panellists who will be here very shortly, and I'll be changed and William will be gone. You can see him right through there. Never mind. See you soon. Sweet and sour. 20 seconds. Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, 'cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. You still want to talk to me, do you? A bit later. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half an hour. A terrific load of guests tonight. First up, sometimes he sits right here, but tonight he's sitting just over there. Hello, Glenn.
G'day, Gaz.
How are you, mate?
I am very well, thank you. Tickety-boo.
Tickety-boo. Where's your face been floating around? Have we seen any commercials with you in it lately?
Not so much the face, but more the voice. You may have heard the authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra, spoken by G. Yes, I annoy people in their cars, their homes, their workplaces. Hopefully I won't be too annoying tonight.
Oh, you're never too annoying, mate. Welcome to the show.
Mate.
Good to have you here. Hello, Stace.
Hello, Gary. How are you?
Yeah, it's only a couple of weeks since you were here.
2 weeks, I think.
Okay, what's happened? Have the sales gone up? The sales gone down?
They're
you don't know about the sales,
still the same.
What about the rentals? All the same?
The rentals have sort of probably levelled off a bit. I might have said that last time. It's still the same. They have levelled off a bit to what they were.
I read in the paper today.
Don't believe everything you read.
Okay.
What did it say?
It said the prices have softened in Perth.
In rentals or sales?
Both.
Yeah, they probably have a little bit.
Oh. Thanks for the good news. Suze, got any good news for us? Hello.
I had a fantastic weekend away with my 4 school friends and we went to a place called White Dog Retreat in Chittering.
White Dog Retreat.
Unbelievable little
And the
place.
veterinary services there were terrific.
Unbelievable. The best place I have been to in the Perth Hills. Stunning little retreat.
So the next time somebody calls your group a pack of bitches,
Oh,
you
seriously,
can't say
we
that
are.
you
We
are.
talked for 24 hours non-stop. We drank about 8 bottles of French champagne and we ate and we didn't stop talking.
But that just sounds like a breakfast for you.
It was fantastic. 24 whole hours
Welcome
of
to the
talking
show.
non-stop.
Someone who hasn't been with us for absolutely ages and now he's taking over the night spot at 6PR. Hello, Chris Iisley.
Good evening.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. I thought I was persona non grata for a while. You weren't talking to me anymore.
Oh, I found the old phone. I think everybody realised that I'd found my old phone when they all started getting phone calls.
Yeah, I sort of
Welcome
wondered
back.
about this email. What's your phone number? You've got it. No, I've forgotten it.
Welcome back, mate.
Thank you.
6PR?
Yes,
What time?
8 to midnight.
This is in Perth, for those people who aren't in Perth at the moment. 8
Most
till midnight.
people know the
Chris
number
Iisley?
6 is a designate for West Australia. Most people have figured that out.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, there you-
Listen on the internet, Gary.
You can.
Oh, this is
6pr.com.au, click on listen or watch live.
Or watch live. Okay, here we go.
Can they watch you?
Watch
Monday to
radio.
Friday.
Yeah, not that anyone would want to, but
Monday
yeah,
to
they
Friday,
can.
but you can watch.
Yeah, there's 2 cameras
wear
in the
that top?
studio. You'd be surprised some of the tops I wear. Why do you like this top? This is my golf top. This is my below par top.
We can tell. Dear Mitch, here we go, folks. No matter what slant anyone wants to put in it, men have designed the Western world for men. They've controlled every aspect of the previous 2,000 years, and in spite of much progress being made since the advent of the pill, everything has been put together for the benefit of men. I've been a nurse for more than 25 years. I can tell everyone that 90% of all hospital healthcare workers are women, yet the decision-making is very much centred around males. Having left the industry for 3 years and returning, I found it's no different for women in other industries. At the risk of being attacked by the feminazis, Women are programmed by evolution very differently to men. The fact is, we need to nest and we are driven by motherhood issues. Ooh. In the pursuit of emancipation, we accepted the male version of equality. How else can you explain there not being a single government department that provides childcare facilities free of charge to its employees? How can women be encouraged in their careers when they're discouraged to be mothers? Believe me, it's a huge negative in the eyes of a prospective employer to be either a married 20-something or 30-something-year-old, because at some point we may leave and have kids. What will it take to get the point of accepting real equality in the business world? When will pregnancy and mother world be accommodated and not treated as an affliction? Pam of Hornsby, New South Wales. Oh, Suzie, do you feel the same? Do you echo those sentiments?
Pam, totally. I do totally, unfortunately, and you know, this is a fun program, so I'm going to be really lighthearted about it. But
we don't have to be. We can change the tone.
I'm a feminist. I'm not a Nazi, and I am with you, Pam. This world we live in it's just not working for all of us. But the thing that I'd like to say out of all of this is that it's really important that we get this sorted, because men and my sons deserve to have an amazing hands-on parenting role and have a fantastic career, and my daughter deserves to have a great career and a hands-on parenting role, and it should be a shared responsibility, and we're not doing it well. And I know that women, and I've done quite a few talks and things within my own profession, which is really crap at this, where 50% of architects at 30, there's 50% women at 30, and at 50 there's 10% of the profession.
Because they've all left to go and look after the
children.
kids.
No, have children, because you cannot, in my profession, actually work the hours that are expected with the pay and have children. And so, interestingly enough, young architects go, oh, well, when my boss's marriage separated, all of a sudden he had to leave and go and pick up his kids, so I can do it too now. And there has to be a way of resolving it, and I just think it's important.
Is it as easy as providing childcare facilities on the premises at work?
Who's going to pay for it? I mean, we've just had people jumping up and down in the last couple of weeks about tax increases. Well, let me let you on a little secret. There's only one way you can subsidise childcare, that's through taxes. Only one way the government's going to get the money, and that is from the taxpayer.
But that's the model. That's the model that we've been complaining about. That's the model we've built.
But when
we can't start again, can we?
Well, I don't know that we can start again. No. And the other thing is, when it comes to taxes, I'll tell you, mate, I don't mind being screwed, but I object to being raped.
I don't think it's about childcare.
What's it about?
I think it's about working places which actually have flexibility for how people want to live and
so
work.
someone runs a business and they have to fund your fertility choices, right? Is that
But do you have
male-dominated
children?
thinking.
Do you have children?
Yes, and I'm responsible.
They're your choices as well.
And your choices as well.
but I'm responsible for my
Got to
choices.
share it, Stacey.
So am I, but you
Let's
have
go back to this bit here where it says that 90% of all healthcare workers are women, and then they've said the decision is very much encultured around the male. Well, I think we have to look at that 90% of healthcare workers are women. That's because the women are the nurturers. And maybe they're better at that kind of thing, but men can still do that as well.
My mum was better than my dad at looking after me when I was sick.
Most electricians are males, but you can be a woman electrician if you want to. But back to the issue of the healthcare. Well, if you choose to have a family, maybe you have to think about the healthcare aspect of it as well. Not healthcare. What am I saying? Having the children in daycare. If you have a family, you might have to think about that as well, and perhaps you have to pay for that if that's your choice.
Last word to a male, believe it or not.
I've been doing a lot of research on this, Gary. I saw a documentary called Mad Men, and I take a lot of my information from that documentary. And I'm sick of people like Pam playing the victim. You know what I mean? Look, this is the thing. I would love to have a baby. You know, do you hear me complaining that I can't have a baby? I have a job, but what I wouldn't give to squeeze out half a dozen children, develop a daytime TV, vodka and Prozac addiction, and then just lie back and enjoy being a parent. But can I do that? No. Do you hear me complaining? No. I go to work for people like you, Pam.
Beautiful kind of guy.
That's right.
See how much work you got ahead of you, Pam? We've got a long way to go to change 2,000 years worth of enculturation.
Change me so I can squeeze out people like Arnold Schwarzenegger did in that movie.
When we come back, we're talking about Bogans.
Wow.
When we come back, don't go away.
Oi.
See you soon. Oi. impersonating a bit against mad people when we do that. Oh, sorry, there's no such thing as a mad person. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. If you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now, which is... There it is. Fantastic. Also, the website is
sweetandsour.net.au.
and you can like us on Facebook, and you can even send us a tweet now, which is
Sweet and Sour TV.
it's all Sweet and Sour related. It's all good. And
Put the ad in, it doesn't work.
doesn't work. There you go. And for everybody who does send us a letter, we're going to send to the movies, courtesy of our very gorgeous Natalie O'Shea, also Natalie Cameron, also Eliza's mum. She answers to a lot of things. And the movie we're sending you to is Grace of Monaco, which I hear is something...
Sounds like a thriller. Doesn't it? I wonder what happens in the end. It's like Titanic. Who knows?
You know something? I was shocked. I saw Titanic.
And?
Can you believe it sunk?
Oh, you told me the end.
Oh, no, it's terrible, isn't it?
Dear panellists, these uncouth, ill-mannered, low-class scum called Bogans utterly disgust me completely. What a great line. Utterly disgust me completely. Let me know, please let me know, what the lure is for anyone to class themselves as one of these lowly and base individuals. I recently saw an episode of a TV program devoted to Bogans. They smoked, they drank, they wore black t-shirts with stupid slogans, they had very obvious dental hygiene issues, and when interviewed they were dumb, horribly inarticulate and just disgusting. My husband suspects the dumb culture is becoming prominent as mining companies, it's all their fault you see, and others are paying big dollars to people with little education. It's providing little to no incentive for these people to better themselves. I'm sure I wouldn't be so offended if the Bogans of the world demonstrated a desire to be a healthy, positive and morally uplifting influence in the community rather than just a self-indulgent group of slugs. In this world where education is being craved by people of developing and third world countries as a way to free themselves from poverty, we have these types who run little risk of poverty, choosing to slip back to illiteracy, which I'm sure will make our society much poorer over time. How do we eradicate this growing and horribly negative phenomenon? Comes to us from Eliza of the well-to-do Preston in Victoria. We're going straight to Glenn first.
Look, Gary, I've always been one to appreciate a narrow-minded point of view. And I certainly respect Eliza's point of view on this. So here's my idea. I think what we should do is put all of these people onto a boat and send them off to, say, Indonesia or maybe the Middle East. Let's replace all of the boat people that we've taken from all of those countries with the Bogans from our country. Then we can send them to other countries. They can be stuck in detention centres over there. And hey, presto, they're not going to want to send their people to us anymore.
But Glenn, who's going to support Collingwood?
Well, look, I think that's one of the bonuses is that Collingwood will fade away as a team. Often, as they say, how do you give a compliment to a Collingwood supporter? Nice tooth. And I think that is exactly who we should be sending away so that we can actually take on the boat people and give them some great lives. They want jobs, they want occupations, they don't want to drink, smoke, they want to look after their teeth. Let's give those boat people their jobs and send the Bogans away to replace the boat people. That's what I think.
Stacey, you got any mates that are Bogans?
Certainly not.
Are you a Bogan?
No.
Okay.
I think, well, we have to define a Bogan here, first of all. And I used to think
Dangerous
a Bogan...
ground.
Well, in my opinion, a Bogan used to be someone that wore Fabergé jeans that were too tight and drove a panel van. But I don't particularly remember anyone having bad dental hygiene or that they were slugs. And, I mean, they drunk and smoke, but most people do that anyway. So I think poor Eliza, she has to not want to control what others do in their lives. And she seems to have a big issue with Bogans that's almost bordering on being discriminatory. So, and you think they're not as good as you, and I think you just need to live and let live, Eliza.
She's got some in her family, I reckon. Chris?
Maybe she's
I've got
like
this
it.
picture of Eliza. She puts the makeup on in the morning, spatula, like that. It's like spack filling the face. She walks out with this face, don't smile in case I'll start an avalanche on my face. And then she'll turn around and say, don't like these Bogans, Bill. They're affecting our society, you know. Dirty, rotten scum. They haven't got any teeth, as she takes her own false teeth out and puts them in the glass. Makes you feel all warm and fluffy, really.
Come on, Suzie, last word on this one.
Oh, I think there's the new improved Bogan, actually. And I think
improved
the
Bogan.
aspirational Bogan, that is your stockbroker, your bank manager.
Hipster.
Your hips, exactly. I mean, Kim
Bank manager
Kardashian.
Bogan.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian is a bogan.
Bank
For
manager
God's
Bogan.
sake, if she was Australian, she'd be a
$1,000,
bogan.
mate. You want $1,000 on your credit card, mate? Yeah, it works.
Well, there's that right, aspirational. I mean, look, Kim Kardashian.
She's a bogan.
Oh, of course she is. If she was
No, she's
Australian,
not.
she'd be a
She's a
bogan.
waste
I think
She's
we
a
need to go back
bogan.
to a definition. The only one offered was from Stacey.
Oh no, I have one from Urban. I have one from Urban Dictionary. The
It is?
majority of the species are hideously repugnant and unintelligent. And Clive Palmer stated at the last election, referring to pup, "We love bogans. We love all Australians. I'm certainly a bogan. I wear UGG boots. I go to Macca's, so that's no problem."
Translation, I'll say anything as long as you'll vote for me.
And I did. Do you have a definition for sex addict as well?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, when we come back, we'll find out what
Clinical
the definition
one.
is. A clinical one. See you soon. For Sweet and Sour and definitions over here.
Yes.
Oh.
Until we see you next time, I hope life is sweet, sour, and everything in between.
Because you always go to talk, that's why. Welcome back. Hello, panel. I'm going to be very frank and I'd appreciate some direct responses. My fiancé is a self-confessed sex addict. He's a good man, aged 36. What does good mean in this context? But never mind. Who was honest with me from the moment I met him.
They don't
In
say
fact,
he's upright, they say he's erect.
In fact, I thought he was joking when he first told me. I thought it was a charade aimed at getting me to bed, but no, his enormous sexual appetite is very real and he has trouble not having sex every single day, sometimes more. I've read of many with the same addiction. John Lennon, David Duchovny, all of whom seem to have had successful marriages. I'm writing to you because, as you could well appreciate, this is not the sort of conversation I can have with any of my friends or parents. I'm most certainly apprehensive about committing to a man who potentially can't commit exclusively to me. Am I being silly? In this modern era of openness, should I just consider an open marriage? Do they work? Are there other options I haven't considered? I'm not sure whether this is going to be too hard for me and maybe not worth considering. Martine of Glenelg, South Australia. Chris, first up.
Martine, listen to your uncle Chris. What this is all about is he basically is a philanderer. He's got about 30 on the side, and this is his excuse when he comes home, I'm a sex addict. So that'll be his excuse for why he's got it on with your best friend, your best friend's best friend, her best friend, and her other best friend, and the three other
No
people
one
he met
is
at work.
safe.
In other words,
And your sister.
don't talk about my sister like this. Now listen, you two girls, fella like this, you're not safe, okay? Now what's going to happen is he's going to come home and say, oh look, you know, I'm a sex addict. So it justifies it. And what he's hoping, Martine, is that you're going to be silly enough to buy this garbage and you're going to say, oh, I understand you're an addict. That's what's going to happen.
I think it's crap
He's
too.
going to be there. He's going to be there. He's going to be like a randy stag in rutting season.
It's a ruse.
And it's going to be all okay. It's fine. It's no problem.
A ruse. What's a sex addict? Do you have the definition?
Well, I do, actually. I have the clinical definition, I've been told tonight.
Translation, this is how we make money from sex.
No, this is actually a medical one. That what is classified as a high sex drive, how you define a high sex drive, is you need to have they generally want to have up to 10 orgasms per day. So what that does is it means that there is a lot of deviant fantasizing becomes a problem. 10
Are they allowed to be
orgasms.
older than 19?
Well, they don't have to. That doesn't mean intercourse. It could be masturbation, it could be prostitution, and it's yes. So anyway, I won't go into that. But I want it's 10. Yes, 10. That is what a high
exhausted
sex
just
drive.
thinking of
So
it.
Martine, I need you to ask yourself: does your fiance want 10 orgasms a
No,
day?
he just needs to have it every single
Which
day.
is actually normal
Sometimes
guy.
more.
Normal guy. I don't think he's actually got a problem here.
He's
But
just
I've got
trying
one
it
thing.
on then.
He's trying it on. When he does the horizontal Chumbawamba, he wants to have an excuse. That's all it is.
But I've got one thing. I watched
got one thing?
I got a program on SBS the other night called Diary of a Nymphomaniac.
And?
It's a female nymphomaniac.
And?
Unbelievable. You just get your husband to watch that, fiance.
It's real.
watch
All
that.
right, Glenn.
I don't think you're taking this seriously. I understand exactly where Martine's fiancé is coming from.
Boom, boom.
I've had 10 orgasms since this show started. and frankly, it's quite uncomfortable. Now, you ask Martine, you're not sure whether this is going to be too hard for you. It's going to be too hard for you.
No, it's not going to be hard.
At least 10 times a day,
Trust me.
it's going to be too hard for you, Martine. So I suggest quit now, get out, run as fast as you can, because it could be your last chance to run.
The way she runs might be...
Oh, Stace, would you like to be going out with the sex addict?
No, I mean, this is just an excuse for him to go around and do whatever he pleases.
Nobody
with him,
believes
every
him.
Pleases.
Don't understand.
Not even
And-
Glenn.
Martine obviously is not comfortable with this request, otherwise she wouldn't have written to Sweet and Sour about it. So I said, I think if you agree to it, Martine, you're going to be sorry, you're going to be suspicious when he's out, you're going to be checking his pockets when he comes home.
Forget the open
Get rid of him.
marriages.
Get rid of him, find a real
Go to
man.
adultshop.com, get him a whack pack.
All
He'll
right,
be
let's do this. If you've got the sound turned
They're
down.
called.
What is it?
It's called a whack pack. True story.
I don't think he is a sex addict. He wants sex every day.
Yes, he does.
No,
Isn't
he
that
wants
most men?
an avenue to
Isn't
go
that
and
most
cheat on the
men? He wants
side.
sex every day. Most
Do we,
guys
like,
cheat.
do we like this letter to
He's
give
a
away the
cheater.
pair of limited edition sunglasses, courtesy of Alon Treves and Alan?
There is an argument to say that she actually needs to take the blinkers off, but in this occasion, maybe we'll get her to put the blinkers on.
You want to give her the...
She's going to be
Yeah,
exhausted from
so
having
this
so
one.
much sex, so
Glenn?
she needs the sunglasses
The boys like
to
the
hide
sex
those
letter.
tired eyes.
No, sex letter.
Suzie, do you like the sex letter?
I said number one, but sex letter.
Number one. You want number one?
Number three.
Number three.
I feel sorry for her. I think she needs to get a prize.
Yeah,
Coming
stop it,
out
you'll
to
go blind.
Martine of Glenelg, South Australia, a pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of Alon Treves. We've got to disappear. Glenn, thank you for being on the show, sir.
It's my pleasure. I've got to get out of here as quickly as possible. Heaven forbid I see any of you in the car park.
Next time you'll probably be in this chair. We've not actually shared the panel this year. This is the first time this year we've
Well, I'm
shared
thrilled
the
and
panel.
honoured to be here. Thank you, Gary.
It's terrific. Tell me anything, Stace.
I'm
Good to have you
always
back.
thrilled and honoured to be here. Always.
What is there something happening that I'm not aware of?
You've got a
No.
suspicious mind.
Yes, actually, they're on that side of the panel. It's only up to number 8.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Nice to see you, Suze.
Thank you.
When are you
Lovely
coming
be
back
here.
to see us?
Whenever I'm invited.
Oh, you'll be invited soon. Good to have you here. Chris, fantastic to have you back, but given your schedule, it's probably improbable that we'll have you back soon.
Oh, you never know your luck.
In a
You
big
never know
city.
your luck.
You'll be on the job this
Thank
time
you,
next
mate.
week.
That comment from you has got a whole new meaning, son.
We've got to disappear. Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Great to have you here too. Thank all of our wonderful panellists. Thank our terrific crew for putting the show together. And thanks for having us in your home tonight, Australia. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. Let us